really did not think that we were gonna make it out of there. Out of all of the places that I have been, I really have not had a lot of like horror stories or like negative experiences. So we're just gonna do a little story time for y'all about the first time I went to Dubai and how I got stuck in the largest rainfall flooding storm that they've had in like over 70 years or something crazy like that. If I'm wrong, I'll put the exact numbers right here. But I literally trapped in the Dubai Mall overnight during the largest rainfall they've ever had, which caused a flood, which trapped me in the mall for over 24 hours. Almost no. I think I was trapped for like 12 hours? Yeah, a mess. So get real cozy. I got my Savage X Fenty onesie on. I'm finna get some tea going. And, child, it's just... God is good, because ain't no way. I thought mall is in the downtown area, and the Palm area is like 15-20 minutes away from downtown, which is where the mall is, right? So the Dubai Mall, huge. I want everybody to remember that during this story. Huge. It is not your regular mall. It's not like anything I've ever seen in America. Like, it is ginormous. Like, you can get lost in there. It's huge. I'm gonna put the exact specs of how big it is like right here so you can see that I'm not capping. But yeah, mind you, if you don't know anything about Dubai, it doesn't rain there. Like, it's very, very, very rare for it to be raining there, for them to have like any sort of, it doesn't rain there. Right. So for some crazy reason, it rains like very hard, a lot. We're kind of like, what the hell? Like, raining. We like, all right, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it really. It rains places all the time. Wrong. So we're like, all right, it was raining. It seemed kind of blah outside. We're like, well, this is the perfect day to go to the mall. Like, why not? It doesn't seem to be super sunny, kind of dreary, kind of gross from the rain. We'll just make this our mall day, because we had excursions lined up for the other day. So we were like, this is the perfect day to just not do anything anyway and just go shop. So we're like, okay, cool. We get ready. I called the Uber to go to the mall. This should have been the first MF red flag. So thirsty, I just had to go to the dang mall. Being too thirsty to go to the mall. Not even realizing, baby, look how long the Uber says it's gonna take you to get there. Like I said, it only takes like 15 to 20 minutes to get over there. Okay? It don't take that long. The Uber say it's gonna take us an hour to get to the mall, which, again, I don't know why I wasn't like, huh? So we get in the Uber, whatever. Again, I think nothing of it. We get in the car, you know, it's fine at first, and then we hit a whole bunch of traffic on the expressway. So I'm like, what's all the traffic about? I'm like asking Uber, I'm like, is there an accident or something going on? As soon as I even asked that question, it's water all on the expressway that I'm starting to see like seeping through. I'm like, oh no. Now I'm gonna insert a clip of the water was rising, like we're driving through the water. The next clip I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. So we're moving turtle speed. Just inching through the water. As I'm looking around on the other side of the highway, completely flooded. You know Dubai has all the nice cars and stuff. It's somebody's Rolls Royce, like half underwater. I'm like, okay. Clearly this is a lot more serious than I thought. There's flooding, like the water is rising around us, but the car, you know, everybody's still moving. It's like, there's nowhere for the water to go. It's like all like coming in. It was very bizarre. But we're walking around. Again, the mall is huge. I had stores I want to look at. My mom had stores she wanted to look at. So we were just like, let's split up. When in the history of doing anything ever in life has splitting up been a good idea? Again, we didn't know the magnitude of the situation at that point. We split up. I'm walking around, you know, they have every perfume, every designer, everything known to man. So I'm in heaven. I'm like, ooh, look over here. And they have the highest grossing Sephora in the world too. So there's Sephora T. So I'm in there. I'm like, doing my thing. Not a care in the world. Stupid. So when I first started to notice something was weird, was I went to Hermes and I went in there and I bought some sandals. Whatever, I'm checking out buying my sandals. And I start to see like some water a little bit. I'm like, that's a little bit weird. Da, da, da. So literally, as they're checking me out, like on the floor and stuff, like in the mall, as they're checking me out, they're like, okay, y'all, like, we're just gonna like close our doors for a little bit. Like, we don't really know what's going on. So I scurried my ass out of there. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what's going on. So then, next stop, right next door to the Hermes and Diamond Mall, on the bottom level is a Cartier. So I was like, oh, let me go to Cartier. I want to try some rings on. Da da da. So I'm in there. The lady is helping me. As I'm trying the MF ring on, water comes falling down the ceiling in the Cartier in the Dubai Mall. I'm literally like, oh. Mind you, I'm like sitting at one of the tables like with the sales associate lady, but like this is like in the middle, like when you walk in the door, like the middle walkway entrance, whatever. From the top of the ceiling, whoosh, down, all on the floor, all everywhere. It's hella people in this store. Everybody looking around like, oh, shit just got real. Like, what the hell is going on? Why is water coming everywhere? What we gonna do now? What the hell we gonna do now? So they like, hey, you gotta get out. I'm like, hey, they do the same thing Hermes, close everybody out. But this time it makes sense because I'm like, it's literally water falling through the store. So I'm like, obviously this is not a safe thing. And I'm like, oh shit. This is probably gonna get, I was like, this is probably not a good sign. So I'm like, let me call my mom. Big as hell. Like, it's so I'm trying to find my mom. I call her. She tells me where she is. Again, mall big as hell. I go to the directory. She's on the complete other end of the mall. Like, it's like 3 football fields away from my ass. Far. A complete other side on a different floor. Da da da. So, right. So I'm like, alright. I'm walking through to try to go find her. As I'm walking through, I'm starting to see there's water all over the floor. There's water coming down. There's lights that are messed up. I'm like, oh, this is bad. So I'm on like the second floor or something. So I try to, there's like an area where I was at. I was on one side of the mall. I was on like the Fashion Avenue side, if you've been there. My mom was on the completely other side, like by the movie theater. So far as hell away from me. I'm trying to like go on the second floor out, like, so I can move to the other side. They have blocked off that side of the that side of the mall, so I can't even get to her. Blocked it off. There's water everywhere, cautions tape, everywhere. I tried on the floor, everywhere. At this point, I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I can't even get over to her ass because they blocked off everywhere for me to get there, and I'm just starting to freak the hell out because I'm like, okay, I have to get to my mama. I don't know what y'all talking about, what y'all got going on, but I gotta find this lady immediately. So after about an hour of trying to find her, they eventually opened the barricade or whatever it is, so I was able to get to the other side and eventually find her. So I found her. We shop around for a little bit more, but like, I'm seeing the damage across the entire mall. It's water, it's wet. A lot of the stores start shutting down. Like, we don't really get to shop for that much longer. So at that point, we're like, still shopping around. And at that point, we're like, we haven't eaten in a minute. Let's do something. And this was the best decision that we made all night right there. So there's a cafe at the bottom. We went, we got some food. We just ate or whatever, and then we're like, all right, we're ready to go. So I tried to call the Uber. Ain't no Ubers. It's like trying to find a driver. Nothing happened. So we're just like, all right, I'll wait a little longer. So we're just sitting there chilling. Still no Uber. We're like, all right. So then we get up and we walk to the Uber drop-off zone to see if we can find an Uber. There's a whole bunch of people looking for Ubers too. We're like, ooh, okay. We try to look for taxis. There's no taxis. There's no Ubers. There's no nothing. We try to go to a different area of the mall. No taxi, no Uber, no nothing. There are no Ubers coming. We find out while we're in the mall that the roads have gotten so bad. Like, so what we saw before, it got worse. I don't know what happened, but from what we saw before, it got so much worse to the point where the roads, like, you can't even get down here to get us. So that's why there are no Ubers coming. But we didn't know that at the time. At the time, we're just like, why are there no Ubers coming? This is so weird. So we go to like different areas of the mall. There's like a big taxi stand. Hundreds of people are waiting there for taxis, for Ubers, and it's just starting to look grim. It's getting later and later and later. No taxi in sight, no way out. All the stores are closing. There's water everywhere. It's just starting to look good, and we're just sitting here like, I don't think we're gonna get out of here tonight. Not prepared to stay in a mall overnight. We don't have chargers, and then if you think about it, in the mall, we didn't even think to bring an adapter to plug into the wall to charge our dang phones. Like, we just thought we would be here for a couple of hours and go back to the hotel. Wrong. as hell. It's just getting later and later and later. Mind you, it's no food around. So that's why it's like, it's a good thing that we ate when we did, but there's no food around. There's no nothing. Everything is closing. So we're like, all right, cool. Like, we're going to be stuck here. Let's at least try to find a hotel in the area, see if we could just stay the night or whatever. Nothing. They would not give us no rooms. Every hotel around was full. No occupancy, or they were charging like thousands of dollars to stay there. Like, there was no shelter or anywhere for us to go. So we were forced to head back to the mall and basically like sleep there, because we were like, there's no way for us to go home. There's no taxis, there's no Ubers, nobody is coming to help us. I'm also in a foreign country, and this is the part where I'm like freaking the hell out, because I'm like, I'm literally gonna get trapped in a mall full of a whole bunch of strangers that I don't know. I don't know what the hell could go on. Is this about to be some purge type shit? Like, what the hell is finna happen that we're finna be stuck in this mall? At this point, other parts of the world, like where my family and friends live in the US, are starting to like catch on to what's going on. My dad is like texting and calling us, giving us updates, and this is when we finally figure out, like, yeah, this is why there are no Ubers coming to get y'all ass, because the roads ain't nothing you can do but figure it out. So we like, oh hell. My friends start texting me. Everybody's like, are you okay? And I'm like, y'all, I don't know what I am, but what I do know is that I got a limited amount of battery on this cell phone, and I don't got no charger. So I'm gonna text y'all whenever I figure out what the hell we gonna do now. Oh, luckily, some nice individual, God bless them, I hope that they to this day are living a very fruitful and positive and amazing life, literally let me use their charger. So I'm literally in the mall, found a plug, and I plugged my phone up so I can have some juice, so at least somebody can contact our ass if something happens or whatever. But yeah, we're pretty much just sitting there. I'm sitting on my jacket, my mom's sitting next to me. We're kind of like leaning on each other with all of our bags, just sitting there, because all of the chairs and everything are taken by the hundreds of other people that are trapped in this mall with us. Let's move back downstairs where we were before to try to find a more comfortable area to lay, because we gonna have to sleep here, is looking like. Like, doesn't seem like there's no way out. With my jacket, and I'm laying down on the mall bench, and I can't sleep because people are screaming and yelling and running around. It's kids. It's just a lot. People coughing. It was like the worst environment to try to sleep, but just sit there and be like, damn, I really hope somebody come and get our ass so we don't have to stay here for the rest of the night. So I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. I was like kind of in and out of it. So we were there until like 3 a.m. It was like 3:30 a.m., right? Somebody that were around says like, hey, somebody said that there's taxis upstairs. So we like, bet. Like, let's get up. So we get our stuff. We go up to get to the taxi upstairs. We're sitting there. And we walk up. Again, the same hundreds of people that we saw before to get a taxi are still there. So I'm like, well, this not looking good, because we're the last people to come up here in front of 100 other people. So we still gonna be here. Still gonna be here forever, because everybody else is in front of us. So they start funneling everybody outside into like this parking garage, and they're like, hey, everybody get in line, everybody get in line, everybody get in line. But there's like taxis coming through the thing, right? So they're asking us to get in this single file line, all this stuff. So I see their taxis pulling up, and like the taxi drivers are like coming up to people like, you need a ride, because they see they're trying to get their money, because they finna inflate these prices, because they know we're desperate to get out of here. So we're standing in the line, and I'm like, the next person that comes to me, I do not care how much the taxi costs, we're getting in a taxi. So I'm with my mom, we're standing in the line. This man comes up to me, he's like, you need a taxi? I said, yeah, mama, come on. I'm pulling her. We ran. When I tell you, ran in the taxi. Ran. I had the worst sleep of my life. I didn't care. We got in a taxi. That man said the taxi was $500. I said, run it. I don't care, because I cannot spend another second in this mall with all these people. And the water, the flooding. There's water coming out everywhere. It was just absolutely terrible. So then we get in a taxi. I'm thinking, water's gone. We're going to get all the way back to the hotel. Cool. No. We're in the taxi. He's driving us some sort of back way. Like, not through the expressway way that we came before, because I'm pretty sure that's completely flooded. Right? Flood water is high, like coming up to the car, like almost at the car window high. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm like, now we done got out the mall. Now I'm like, Lord, is we gonna make it through the flooding in the car to even get back to the hotel? I'm like, I don't think there's any way we're gonna make it out of this. But he was like Grand Theft Auto in that water. I don't know what was going on or what, but thank you God for the angel that this taxi driver was, because he, just when you thought that we wasn't gonna get out of the jam, he and pulled us, revved right on out the flood water, got us out. We got on some sort of residential street like 20 minutes later, back at the hotel. So we missed the whole night that we paid for at the hotel that we were at. When we finally got back and literally just sat there and was just like, let's just don't say anything for the next hour. Around 4 hours. Like, I shortened it, but we were wandering around 4 hours looking for taxis, looking for a way out, looking for hotels, trying to walk home. No, there was no way out. So we literally just sat there just traumatized. And we went to the pool. And literally Dubai was like messed up for days after that. Like, the flooding was bad. We had to push back our desert safari trip because the sand was wet. 70 something years. It was crazy. All sounds like my world, like my wildest dreams, but no, it was actually hell. More stories about my travel adventures, about my life. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you like my travel vlogs. Please support me. You know, I'm still trying to grow my channel, but thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more uploads. I have a really fun vacation coming up soon, so you'll definitely be getting a new vlog, so look forward to that. But until next time, guys, bye.